Well, folks, that is what is left of my 2017 hay. I'm probably not going to have enough to make the year of 2018, my winter 2018-2019 winter. So what I'm doing is getting some hay delivered today. That's about 6 rows left. There's the remnants of my garden. And getting some hay delivered today. This will be brand new 2018 cut hay. He's driving up now. And let me show you some pretty harrowing moments I had. So last year he pulled the trailer up right about there, and he had a dump trailer, and the dump trailer just rolled the hay off to the side right there where those circles are. Worked great. And I didn't have to unload. I had to move the hay but not unload it. This year, no dump trailer. And I didn't realize it until he got here. If I'd have known it, I would have put some extra weight on the back of my trailer. And by that, I mean I would have exchanged the box blade that's on there for my mower, which is a lot heavier. Also, what I didn't show you is right about there on top of that trailer, in front of that, right where the circle is, he had a roll sitting up there. That's about 12 feet in the air by the time I pick it up off there. And I had to unload that. There's the roll that I took off there. Set it right down in front of the camera, which I realized, and then moved it. But I had to pull that off the top of that, and it was way too high, way too heavy for the counterweight I had on the back of the tractor, and I'm about 3 feet from my electric service when I'm doing it. So you talk about a pucker factor, I didn't like that at all, but I got it off. It wanted to kind of push forward and not let me stab it real well. So let's start unloading the rest of it. I'll get the back one off, move it out of the way. And that was pretty easy, kind of low. When I'm pushing against it there from the left to the right, it pushed against the other roll so I could stab it real good with the hay forks and not have a problem with it. The rest of them, well, you'll see, didn't work all that well sometimes. So set that one down, come back. Now, another thing you need to realize that the camera is right at my truck, so I'm just about to back into my truck every time I back up. Don't particularly want to do that. So I stab that one, pick it up. You'll see the back end of the tractor come off the ground a little bit. That's pucker factor number 2. Don't like that at all. So anyway, but that's what happens when you don't have enough weight on it. That box blade weighs about 400 pounds, and my brush hog weighs about 800 pounds, and it sticks way out from the tractor, which gives me a lot more leverage on that front end. As I'm setting it down, you can see how light that back end is. Those back tires want to come off the ground, and that is not a good feeling when you're sitting on that tractor and you've got a big load on the front. You do not want that back end sailing on you. All right, I pushed off. Obviously, I just pushed off a roll on the back side. I'll have to deal with that in a minute. And these rolls are heavy. I mean, they're a lot heavier than they were last year. So he rolled a good tight roll this year, and I'm just proud to get them. I paid $50 a roll for these, which is very cheap now, considering what hay is going for $90 to $100 a roll. I contracted on these. A friend of mine, my brother-in-law, contracted on these before the rain stopped and the hay it became obvious that we weren't going to have a good hay crop. Contracted these for $50 delivered, which is an excellent price down here, especially this year. So I'm going around the back side. First thing I have to do is the one that fell off. I got to try to get it out of the way so I can get to it. So as you can see on the other side, I've got a carport, stack of wood. Tried to stab that from the side, and it's just packed too tight, so I had to kind of pick it up and drag it back. And then we'll grab the other, stick it, get it off. Stick it, get it off. And they want to slide on that trailer. It's hard to push against them and get that fork to go in because they want to slide. In fact, this one here, I had to do something a little bit different. I had to kind of turn it just a little bit, and then stab it, and it wanted to push and not let the fork go in. So what I had to do was scoot it back a little bit then get it on the edge of the trailer. Then I could stab it. Edge of the trailer kind of gripped it a little bit better. Watch the back end now. As I drop it, that back end comes up. That's the part you don't want to happen. It happened many times on this unload. I just don't like to do that. He didn't even have enough room to turn around, get out, so he had to drive out my pasture, turn around in the pasture, come back, and but anyway, I do appreciate the hay. Nice guy, great cowboy. I mean, he cuts hay, he sprays pastures, he does everything. He's a hard-working dude, and got some good hay from him. So it's just all you got to do now is run up there and write the check. 10 rolls of hay, $50 a piece, and most of this will probably last me even into next winter. I'll probably have 5, 6, 7 rolls of this new hay left when winter is over. Anyway, just thought I want to show you this, unloading the hay. There's some definitely some puckering moments in here. Moral of the story, I guess, is if you've got to unload something, anything, hay or anything else, with your front end loader, and you're at capacity or if it's pretty heavy, have enough weight on the back to handle your load. I believe we're gone. That's it. Appreciate y'all.